Alrighty guys, what is up? Welcome back to another episode of Project Architect with Lone Debater 7, playing some more modded Minecraft. We're basically picking up where we left off from the stream. If you didn't catch it, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube and follow me on Twitch so you get notified when I go live if you want to catch the next one. Anyway, what we're going to be doing today is basically we're on the hunt for diamonds, kind of like you normally do at the start of any Minecraft playthrough. You're on the hunt for diamonds because we only have iron tools at the moment, so getting a single diamond will be sufficient since we have EMC. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to dig down, and I'm probably going to dig this all the way down to bedrock just because having access to bedrock may be useful later on, because I know in particular flux networks or the flux points, in order to get the... oh, lag. Come on, computer, don't die. Oh, what's it gonna do? Okay. We recovered, thank goodness. I really didn't want to have to reload the whole pack. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. I think it's because we're probably loading a bunch of chunks with water in them, standing right here for the first time, so that's probably why we got that spike. But okay, it's recovered. But I'm trying to mine as much stuff as I can because everything we mine is more EMC to throw into our table, so it's useful for us. Like literally everything is useful at this point. But ooh, draconium. That is kind of a good find this early on. Okay, awesome. I will scoop that right on up. Uh, but we once we get one diamond, throw it in our table. We're gonna upgrade to a diamond pickaxe, and then we might try to grab obsidian right out the gate as well. Like we need obsidian so we can go to the Nether. Because I do want to pick up some glowstone and try to get a blaze rod if I can. And we also will need netherite eventually. I don't know if we're going to do that the first time we go to the Nether. Probably not, just because getting netherite takes a while usually. Or at least I don't tend to be very lucky when I go hunting for netherite. But maybe it'll be different this time. We'll see. But I definitely need obsidian in our table so we can build a nether portal. So that is definitely on the to-do list. But in order to mine the obsidian, we need diamonds. A lot of fun though. I really do enjoy this pack. Like this pack is a lot of fun. There's a lot of really cool things that I plan on diving into. There are over 200 mods in total in this Project Architect mod pack. You can get it on the CurseForge Launcher. Um, yeah, there's a lot like go get it if you're interested in trying it out. EMC, you start out with the EMC transmutation table right out the gate, so you can use EMC right out the gate, which is cool for progression just because it speeds up a lot of the early game. Not everything's craftable or not everything's EMCable. So some things you do need to craft by hand, like like this is dimensional shard ore right here above this sink, which is actually a really good find. That is not EMCable. So, in order to do RF tools dimensions, which is definitely something I want to look at this series, um, we need some of those shards. And by some, I mean we need a decent amount. It depends on how many dimlets we want to craft ourselves, I suppose. But we definitely need about a stack's worth to get into the mod, I believe. So, that's good finding some of those because we're not going to be able to just pull out a stack from our table. Now, in that's just with default configs. Technically speaking, if it's run the same way as ProjectE was run in earlier versions, there is likely a console command that you can put in the chat window that will... Oh, we'll take out the skeleton. Come on, get this skelly. Ah, I got him. Cool. We got bones. Awesome. And bone meal. And there's a llama. What up? Close that. I don't want raccoons in my house. Mainly because I think they pick up items out of chests, so I don't want them to steal items out of my chests. Not that, like, I mean, they are very adorable looking. I will give them that. But adorable or nah, you ain't taking my uranium or my iron ore that I went and mined. I took a heart and a half damage fighting that skeleton to bring it home. You ain't taking it, Mr. Raccoon. Sorry. But anyway, let's go back down in the mines. Because we still need diamond. Vampire. These dudes are kind of terrifying early on because they have a fair amount of health and they like leap at you and they can fly. But unlocking that with the Morph is honestly not terrible. Um, I'll play with Morph. I don't normally like Morph just because the keybinds are cumbersome. Or like, I wish I had an extra macro button on my mouse that I could dedicate to Morph, and then I would probably use it a lot more. But I don't, so I just end up not using Morph. That's just me. Let me know down in the comments if you utilize Morph, and if so, what is your favorite mob to transform into? Anyway, we're back in the mines. Let's see if we can find our little shaft down. I think it's to the left right here. Yeah, there it is. Cool. But what I was saying on the EMC thing, so in theory, there's probably a command, text-based console command that you can put in that will allow you to add EMC to specific items by utilizing their Forge ID number or something like that. In the past, it used to be like some ProjectE EMC add, whatever the item ID number was, and then you set a fixed value for the EMC. So like what you could do is you could edit the EMC values for each item in the game. So if something like these wild in wings, they're not EMCable, I could add in an EMC value for wild in wings, and then they would be EMCable, and we could take them in and out of our tablet. But I'm not going to mess around with that. It's not worth it. The stuff that's not EMCable, I'm going to use auto crafting via refined storage in order to, you know, get it in a place where maybe I can't EMC that specific item, but I can EMC all the requisite items. And if I take the time and utilize the space, I can build automation so I can go ahead and get access to those items whenever I want. But okay, so I grabbed 4 iron picks, and then I changed my mind and realized that grabbing the tablet is a way better call because then I can just throw in the stuff out of my bag straight into the tablet that's EMCable, and I can pull out more iron picks when I need them directly from the tablet. So it works. Like these 2 gems right here, that is 2 diamonds worth, I believe. Of EMC I'm talking about, and we have a fair amount. Like we have 500,000 or so, I believe, at this point. So not bad, not bad. Once we get diamonds, we'll definitely be able to get a diamond pickaxe. We probably can get a full kit of diamond tools if we really want. Especially by the time we actually find the diamonds, that is. So let's mine this iron before we do torches, because I'm going to place a block. But anyway, I'm thoroughly enjoying this. So like the early game progression is still kind of the same. Like I'm still down in the mines. I'm still gathering pretty much every piece of ore that I see, and I'm looking for every type of ore because I need some of every type of ore in order to get that starting EMC. But here's bedrock, so we mined our cavern down to bedrock, which is at level 5 at this point, at this particular spot. So fine, we're gonna go up to maybe 14. Is kind of where I like to go. We'll do it 13 since that's where our torch happens to be placed. But I then am going to strip mine. And basically I'm just going to build a single row shaft like this down until I find diamonds. And any ore that I encounter, I'm going to mine out of this shaft. So like, there we go. Found some more. So I do the spacing on the torches every 8 blocks. I'll place a torch. So I do 4 and then 4. So there's 4 top, 4 bottom, and then another 4 top, another 4 bottom, then you place a torch. And that's the pattern I cover. Any ore that's sticking on the walls or the sides or what have you, I then will mine out, and sometimes you encounter a cave like this, which I don't have a whole lot of torches. Otherwise, I'd run through this cave and go, like, torch the whole thing up. And I mean, well, we could take a look. There is some dimensional shard ore right there that I would like to grab. So, you know what? Let's see how deep this is. Ooh, there's something down there I don't want to deal with, so we're just gonna wall this up real quick. There's at least 3 vampires, plus some like mystical tornado looking dude. I don't know. I don't know what that mob is, but I have a feeling it would destroy us at this point, so we're not gonna mess with him. I will, however, grab this zinc because that's good. It's EMCable once it's processed. And I'm also going to grab this dimensional shard ore because that is not EMCable like we've talked about. And sometimes you'll get more than one when you harvest that ore, the dimensional shard ore. And I believe if you put fortune on your pickaxe, it will increase your likelihood of getting multiple drops, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, so that's a thing we could look at trying to do if we want to improve our tools. However, since this is an EMC based progression pack, normally in these, I don't even worry about going super crazy. So like Tinker's Construct is in this mod pack. We could definitely look at setting up some Tinker's tools, which pretty straightforward, pretty easy to do. We have more than enough EMC, and I believe we even have all the blocks found in order to build the smeltery or get the grout or whatever to build the smeltery and get into Tinker's. It's a little bit different in this version of the mod or of Minecraft, this version of the game. So yeah, you have to make like a melter and cast some bronze on a heater and all that stuff to get your controller, but that's fine. We'll grab this iron ore. And we found some lava, which is great. So once we have a diamond pick, we can get some obsidian readily. There's even some precast for us, and there's probably at least one of those tiles is safe. So we'll try to do that. But grabbing this iron is useful. You always need a ton of iron. And we can pull it out of our table, but assuming we don't have to spend EMC for that because we have the resources already available to us, or because they're like we can use this iron ore if we process it for EMC, or if we need iron, we can process this ore as opposed to using EMC. So it saves you EMC or it makes you EMC. I need to set up ore duplication before I really start burning and processing any of this ore. Like, I'll process at least one of everything. That way I can put it into the table. Some things like uranium, it may be worth processing that because it's worth half a diamond for each ingot. So, like, if we need to churn out some EMC and we've got a stack of uranium ore, we can turn that stack into a half stack of diamonds, I believe. If we have ore duplication, it'll be a full stack of diamonds, though. So it's worth waiting until we have that basic machine processing set up before we really start churning through ore. I'm just gathering enough and enough resource variety, meaning one of every ore type. So like redstone, some lapis, some gold, some diamond, some emerald. I need one of everything, basically. Put it in the tablet. Then we're just going to bulk mine whatever we find. So fill up our backpack a few times with ore, process it all, dump it in our table. We'll get some starting EMC, and then we can build all of our machines using that EMC. We probably have enough in our table to get ore duplication set up fairly comfortably. We also probably have enough to maybe do a smeltery as well. I don't think I'm going to mess with the smeltery. I want to use dark matter tools. That's what I'm going to push for, is a dark matter pickaxe. And the reason for that is the dark matter pickaxe has a right-click ability that costs nothing that will vein mine any ore that's connected. So like those 3 lapis blocks right here, right now with my pickaxe and normal pickaxes, you have to mine each of those 3 blocks individually. With a dark matter pick, I could have right-clicked and it would have mined those 3 that were facing, plus these 5 behind, and it may have even mined the uranium that was below as well. So any large ore vein deposit, you can use dark and red matter pickaxes. They come from ProjectE. They're indestructible, so they have no durability, so that's fantastic in and of itself. They can mine anything, they're insanely fast, and the right-click ability of the pickaxe makes it amazing for mining. So, like, I plan on getting a dark matter pick. That's what I'm rushing. I don't want to fill out that cave. I don't have the torches. We'll throw one right here and mine up some of this ore, though, because this glass is EMCable, and I believe it gives you a decent chunk as well. So, a few blocks here and there would be good. So basically, we need to find a diamond so we can get a diamond pickaxe and get obsidian. We need the obsidian so we can go to the Nether to get glowstone. And then once we have glowstone, and we also need blaze rods, so like, or we maybe don't need blaze rods right away, but we will need them relatively quickly. Like if we want to push into some of the cool charms and stuff like that, getting blaze rods would be very helpful for our ProjectE progression, which is kind of what I want to progress with starting off, because if we can progress far enough in ProjectE, it'll make progressing or like playing around with the other mods a lot easier to do. So that's kind of my idea at this point. So Anyway, not a big deal. Basically, this is just mining trip episode. So if you've made it this far, be sure to subscribe and like the video if you haven't done so already. Because thank you for watching this far. But basically, we're just gathering resources. We still haven't come across a diamond, which I'm not super duper lucky. Like people talk about streamer and YouTuber luck. I don't have it. Screw that. That ain't a thing. Because I don't know. I don't find diamonds super quick. I'm also not using a predetermined seed. Like I did set the seed. Set the seed to be lucky 777 with a capital L. Um, and that's what I used for the seed. And it's a decent seed. No complaints. It just isn't like we haven't found 12 diamond ore randomly just below our base. Like sometimes you see people on YouTube have. So it takes me a little while sometimes to find that first diamond. Once we do, though, we have enough EMC. We can pull out a stack of diamonds, I believe. I think we have enough EMC for that. Because they're only 81.92 per diamond, so we have 700,000 EMC. I think we can do it. But anyway, all this ore, so all this coal, all this redstone, all this uranium. So this green is uranium. And specifically uranium, not the uranite from the Powah mod. That'll be useful if we decide to do a Powah reactor, which I kind of want to look at and play around with and see how they work at some point in this episode. Or series, not this episode, but this series. I want to look at those reactors, but this uranite poor and uranite normal, all that, it's not EMCable, so it just takes up chest storage at this point for me, and I'm not going to use it for a long time, so I'm not going to even bother gathering it most of the time. Now, once we have like a backpack and things, we might be a little more, oh, we see a piece of ore, pick it up, regardless of what it is. But here we go, diamond ore. Yes. Diamonds, we made it. And we found gold. Perfect. That's the other thing we were missing. We hadn't found any gold yet. So, cool. Gold and diamonds. Perfect. Those were the two we needed. Look at us. We got it. It's because we were talking about it. And we were mining for a little bit. But we got 21 levels. That's decent. What we can do now is mine the other direction. Or, well, maybe we won't mine the other direction because there's water the other direction. Which took out my torch on the bedrock. We'll come down here and replace that. Otherwise, dudes will spawn at the bottom, which I don't want to deal with. So, yeah, we'll just put it there. Good enough. Put one in there. Sure. All right. Let's go back up top side. Or, well, actually, let's go up maybe to the... I'll grab this tin ore. Yeah, let's mine this real quick. Put down our table. And let's put in our diamonds. We have learned diamonds. Oh, yes. Feels so good. Big milestone right here. We got our diamonds in our EMC table. Dunzo. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to build a diamond pickaxe. Yes, sir. So since I have a crafting bench in my table, I can open up a portable crafting grid. You can set the hotkey. Mine is set to the V key. V as in Victor. We're just going to pick this back up. We're going to mine the rest of this stuff. And we might go pick up some obsidian. Because now that we can mine it, I know where some's at. Maybe we'll go do that. I do want to pick up these source gem blocks. Because even if I don't end up doing Ars Nouveau for a little bit, they're worth a lot of EMC. So I could go... let's just go up top side for a minute. Go drop off our wares. Because our inventory is getting pretty full. Or actually, nah. Obsidian. Let's get obsidian. Diamond pick. Here we go. Where's that obsidian at? We only need one. We're going to mine this one obsidian. And that's it. We're going to put that obsidian in our transmutation tablet. And then we can pull out all the obsidian we will ever need. Obsidian's only worth like 64 EMC, so it's not worth all that much, so it's fairly cheap. We could probably pull out a full, or well, we definitely can pull out a full stack, but we'll wait until we go up top, and maybe we'll get the portal done. We can probably do that before we wrap up the episode. let's see. Let's go back up top and see where we're at. Cool. We got our diamonds, though, so that's awesome. We are almost there, guys. Once we get... And the reason why I say almost there, in order to get dark matter, we need a philosopher's stone. And in order to make the philosopher's stone, we need glowstone. You need a diamond, glowstone, and redstone to build the philosopher's stone. So we have diamonds and redstone, but we do not have glowstone. So we need glowstone. I'm going to pick up these blocks. It cleans up this area for us. Creepered. What a jerk. Okay, let's go. But anyway, we need glowstone still. And that's only found in the Nether. Or basically, it's only found in the Nether. We might be able to trade for it with one of the jabronis in this village, but I ain't going to mess with that. Clear out this walkway so it's a little nicer getting back to the mines. But what we're going to do... I'm just torching all this up because then stuff won't spawn right on top of our base. So walking between the mine and our base will be a little bit more comfortable, hopefully, in the future. But there we go. Cool. Throw that stuff in. It's a little bit of EMC. Not that big of a deal, but awesome. There we go. So we got quite a bit of ore. Almost have that double chest filled. So not bad. 709, 715 EMC. Not bad. So we could take out diamonds and make tools. So I think we'll maybe get all the tools. I don't know, like, oh, let's do block of diamond, because I need block of diamonds and Aeternalus fuel is what it's called, in order to make dark matter. So we'll just learn the block now, get a flint and steel so we can light our portal once we build it. Cool. Learn that, and then we need obsidian. So we'll just take out a stack, it's cheap. Cool, there we go. Now, where do we want to put, we'll sleep because it's night. Where do we want to put our portal? I mean, realistically, this Y level should be decent for the Nether. We're at 63, so I think that'll be fine. Hopefully we won't spawn underground. This area actually might work kind of nice. Keep it just kind of tucked around back. It's outside of our front door, so if dudes happen to walk through the portal, they won't be immediately inside of our base, right? They have to turn a corner and come through a door, assuming we leave the door open, type of a thing. So that's fine. I'm fine with this. It's all lit up around here, so I'm not worried about getting attacked by somebody on the walk from the door to that portal. Should be fine. Mainly because the chunks. Well, I might have the chunks force loaded, but even if I do, I think it'll be okay because there's so much light right there, nothing will spawn in those chunks. And the chunks around our base are not force loaded, so nothing will spawn there until I come back through the portal, right? So I think we'll be safe, but let's go ahead and make a couple building tools. So we're going to make a wand and a chisel pretty easily. And we're just going to throw them in the table, more or less, but diamond chisel, diamond wand, these are super useful if you're doing cosmetic stuff, so it's good to learn them once you get diamonds and just throw them in the table. I'll take the wand with me. It makes platforming a lot easier, just because we're going to want to throw up a structure most likely when we get in the Nether. There's our little tree farm that we got, so like maybe enough obsidian, or enough EMC from that tree farm while we were mining to pay for the obsidian for our portal. That's about how much we generated in 25 minutes, but there we go. We're going to mark our base with a waypoint, and I think we're going to wrap it up here for today, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to leave a like on the video. That way I know that you enjoyed it. And drop a comment down below if there's something in particular you want to see, or whatever comes to mind. I don't know. Leave it down below. If you're new to the channel and want to get notified when I go live, when I upload new stuff, which is often, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. There will be a little link in the video at the end here as well that you can click, and it'll take you to subscribe. If you want to get notified when I live stream, be sure to follow me on Twitch as well, because sometimes I exclusive stream to Twitch. But anyway, guys, it's been fun with you. But until next time, this has been Lone Debater 7, and we will see ya!